There we go. All right, I'd like to welcome everyone here to our Board of Elections meeting. This is the absentee ballot review meeting for the Dare County Board of Elections. I'll call the meeting to order. Today is Tuesday, February 27th. And if you'll please join me in pledging allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, thank you. I'd like to welcome Board Member Randy Finnegar back over here on the far left. And he's well rested now, ready really to get down to work. And also with me here today is John Carter. Ken Buchanan is ill and can't be with us, and we'll miss him today. The first order of business is for us to approve the minutes from our February 20th meeting last Tuesday. I trust everyone had a chance to look at the minutes. Okay, are there any corrections or additions to the minutes? Okay, then I'd like to have a motion to approve the minutes, please.
So moved.
Second. All right, it's been moved and seconded to approve the minutes of our February 20th absentee ballot review meeting. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, nay. All right, the minutes are approved. There is no old business that I have. Does anybody else have any that you want to bring up?
No.
Everybody good? All right. Then the next order of business today is our absentee ballot review process, and I'm going to turn the meeting over to our director, Jackie Tillett.
Today, we have 26 absentee ballots, 3 of which are overseas ballots that have been duplicated, and I can present those to the board for review if you want those first. Also have 1 ballot that has an exemption form, and then we have another ballot that the voter put their ID in with their ballot, so that would need to be retrieved in this open meeting so we can see if the ID meets the requirements. The outside absentee ballot container is in compliance, so we would need to just retrieve the ID from inside the ballot. When we received this, we notified the voter because we were going to begin the cure process, and we were advised by the voter that the ID is actually inside with the ballot.
Inside the container?
It's inside this container, so
Okay.
it would need to be opened, and we did not do that in the office. We wanted to do that with the board in an open meeting to retrieve that ID so that it could be reviewed for compliance. So which do you want first? Do you want the duplicated ballots, or do you want to do the other ballots?
Let's do the first thing, the duplicated ballots.
And there are 3 overseas ballots that were
Yep.
received.
26.
One was received by the absentee portal, and the other 2 were received by mail. Give each of you one for.
Thank you. All right, again, just as an explanation for anyone, for any of you or anyone watching this, what we're looking at right now are ballots that came in the mail, and they came in on a piece of paper that is not the same size as the official ballots that we feed into the tabulator. So our staff takes these ballots as they come in and takes a ballot that will be in compliance with what we need for the tabulator, and they transpose the vote over to the official ballot. And so that's what we're checking. That's one of the main things we're looking at right now to make sure that the transposition was accurate, as well as the other things, signature and addresses and so forth. Okay, so I just want everyone to know what we're doing.
The correct term would be duplicating.
Pardon me?
The correct term would be duplicating the ballot.
Yeah.
And not transposing.
Okay. I'm thinking of music, I guess. This one's done. I'm not seeing. I don't see a photo ID for this.
The overseas and military are not required to.
That's okay. I was
provide
just
a
about to
photo
ask you
ID.
that. That's right. Yeah. No, you have seen this. That's the first one. John, which one is this one? Carry on. Yeah, carry on. And then I've seen this one. Let me see that one. Sure. Yeah, I have not. Well, oh, this is Brian carrying. I haven't seen this one. I just looked at the last name, you know. Rachel. Joe Jackson. Mo Green. Davis. Allison Riggs. All right, I've seen them all now.
We'll move on to the rest of the mails, and what I have done is put color-coded papers on these so that you all can remember which ones you've done. Once you've completed them, put the color back on and move on to the next person. Taking you back. I'm gonna go ahead and start the machine. The public count on the DS200 is 36, and that was the ending count of last week's meeting. Anybody would like to come and view it?
Jackie, what is the post-it note?
That was just a note because, let's see. Oh, that was a note that Kelly wrote to me.
Okay. I don't see any problem.
No, it didn't have anything to do with that.
Okay, thank you.
Randy has the one I was thinking about that had a note on it. That was just that her ID is expired, but if you're looking for date of birth, it can be expired or as of latest
Just-
2019. Her ID
All right,
expired in
skip on here.
2019.
Would you pass me if
But
there's one
her
available?
birth date
Thanks.
is 1931, so her ID must be, the expiration year must be on or after the voter's birth date year specified. So it would be 1997, and hers expired after that, so that ID is good.
No question.
Yes.
Is that relevant?
No, it's not.
Okay, she also
She had assistance.
assistance.
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
Do you want to start these? This is,
I'm done.
you're done. You want to start?
Sure.
I'll just pass them to you when I'm done.
Okay.
Not the list in the grid yet. It's an update issue.
They're waiting to kill the person first.
Did you tell her to try to do a manual transfer? Mm. Somebody must have said something.
How do you be in two places? But I didn't want to move. It looks like I have to call Sandy later.
I did just represent that. But if you look, her day expires on 2020.
Yeah.
And then her birth year is 19, so 2006.
Council.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You want these again?
I haven't seen these yet.
Oh, I thought you'd seen those. Okay. You saw the green ones, right,
Yeah,
Randy?
I started.
Mhm.
You saw these, right?
Yes, I did. Let me see it real quick.
Let me just make sure.
Yes.
Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
But it's what we're not reporting those.
Okay.
But what we are reporting, she's saying is everything. Different for everybody.
Yeah, I didn't know where it was. Couldn't see it. All right, so the board has reviewed all of the ballots. Jackie, you had one more or two more? Yeah, okay.
So the next one we have is a ballot container that came in, and the ID was not in the sleeve. So we started to do the cure process, and one of the things we do is we call the voter to make contact. And when we called, they advised us that the ID was inside with the ballot. So if the board would like for me to, at this time, I can go ahead and open it and get the ID out.
Yeah, well, let's do
So
that.
we can review that for compliance. And we wrote a little sticky on the front of it just as a note, because we looked up his birth date, because we didn't have the ID here, so that we'd know whether or not his ID was in compliance when we got it out. And then this other one is a voter who did a photo ID exception form for a reasonable impediment, and he stated that he's unable to include a photocopy of his ID with his absentee ballot. And if you choose that option, you're required to provide the last 4 digits of your social or your driver's license number, and he has done that. He also checked number 2, that he could not get an ID due to work or school schedule, but I think actually number 1 was his main impediment, was that he was not able to include a copy. So this is the impediment form that was submitted with this ballot also. So I'll give you both of those at the same time. And once the board reviews the ballot with the impediment, if you do approve that ballot, we'll need to go back to the office and check it in, because, let's see, it has not been checked in due to the impediment form being submitted. So we'll have to go in, do. in
And
the
that's
system.
what that is the sticker at the top that has the date that you put on the container envelope. Is that what you mean? That you have to check it in?
Yes, we have,
Yeah.
well, we have to check it into the system.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that they get their voter history, and we have marked him that he has voted a ballot for the primary election.
Mm-hmm.
That comes straight from the voter registration. Yes.
I think I've looked at this. I think you guys have too.
They have one of these at each chapter.
Is that all?
That's it.
Okay. All right. I'd like a motion to approve the ballots that we've just reviewed.
I move that the board approve the ballots that have been reviewed.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, is there any other discussion? All right, seeing that there's no discussion, all those in favor of approving the ballots that we just saw, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. All right, the ballots are approved. Ballots are approved, Jackie.
ballot has been counted but not saved to the bin. Counted but not saved to the bin. Public count is now 62.
So the total here should be 26.
Yes.
So can they sign this?
Yes.
while our board is signing the list of container envelopes that we just reviewed for absentee ballots, I want to let anyone know that our next meeting, which is a pre-election meeting, it'll be next Monday, March 4th at 3 p.m. And most likely we'll be reviewing absentee ballots that have come in between now and then. The absentee ballot return deadline, if you haven't turned those in, the last day for an absentee ballot to be returned to us would be Election Day, March 5th. That's up to 7:30 that evening. So it'd be just the equivalent of voting. The early voting, if you haven't voted early already, ends at 3 p.m. this coming Saturday, March 2nd. So I just want everybody to remember that there's a limit on that that's coming up, and it might be more convenient for you to get to the polls before other people do, although the turnout may not be as intimidating as it is in a general election or midterm. So anyway, there you go. Does anyone have any other business? Jackie, are you?
I do. I
Okay.
would like to remind the board, I'm not sure if you or John remembered from the conference that we attended earlier this month. With the new law changes, the Election Day meeting that we have is scheduled for 3 p.m. by resolution. So with the new law changes, they're treating early voting the same as Election Day. So we will not be able to close the early voting tabulators until 7:30 that evening. So you all will need to recess your meeting that day and reconvene at 7:30 that evening to close the tabulators for the early voting sites.
All right.
I didn't know if you all had remembered that from the
Yeah.
training or not, but that is something that needs to be noted.
Thank you. Thank you for making that clear. Appreciate it. So we'll be together several times on Tuesday. Do you have anything else, Jackie? Is that it?
I do not have anything else.
Gentlemen, anything? Okay, I don't have any
No.
further. I don't have any further business. Seeing that there's no other business for the board, thanks for coming. Those who are present with us, glad to have you today. And this meeting is adjourned. Where's the stamp?
I already stamped.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Kelly.
You're welcome. So Tuesday,
What's that?
what are the meetings on Tuesday?
There'll be a 3 p.m. and then we'll
7:30.
recess, not adjourn.
Right.
Come back at 7:30, because that'll be the close of business.
Okay. And then Monday was it?
And Monday at 3, I believe, it's like a regular absentee ballot meeting.
I don't think it is.
All right.
Hi,
And
I'm
we'll-
Tracy.
Yeah, I'm going to introduce you. This
Nice
is
to
Randy.
meet you.
Nice to meet you. Having you come.
Yeah, I'm excited, very excited. Time to get sworn in.
Yeah, that's right.
But I'll be here, so I won't be here Monday, but I'll be here Tuesday.
Okay,
Okay,
good.
thank you.
That's great. Thanks for coming. Tracy.
Sure, of course.
Bye, Karen.